Canoa Barge near Port Moresby is typical of New Guinea. In the past, 50% of native children died before they were 12 months old. But now that Sister Laura White has founded this infant welfare clinic, it's expected that instruction will save many infant lives. Native mothers are encouraged to bring their babies, and under Sister White's guidance, they learn how to safeguard their children. Sister may like it, but the pickaninny has his own ideas. Native girls are being trained in infant welfare to prepare them for their own marriages and to teach other native women. The most damaging disease is TB, and cod liver oil is part of the treatment. More hygienic feeding and still more instruction will enable Sister White's clinic to bring down infant mortality figures and realize Australia's ambition, which is to bring new health to the New Guinea natives. At Sigori, near the start of the famous Kokoda Trail in New Guinea, there are 350 students at a school for native teachers. Good types, selected for their ability to absorb a course and then go back as teachers in native schools all over the territory. The results of their mental and physical training are evident in their splendid bearing. The average age of these men is 17. Their headmaster, Mr. Unwin, conducts an advanced class with the students intelligently taking notes of the information which later they will pass on to their own people. The instruction is by no means elementary, as this class is studying the absorption of food by the human body and the importance of balanced diets. Strange studies for a race of former headhunters. Knowledge of cloud formations will enable them to make weather observations in their own villages. Each native has his turn at taking class in arithmetic, algebra, geometry, or any one of the other varied subjects in the curriculum. That's a bit beyond me. Maybe some of us could join a class like this ourselves. The march of progress from the spear to the ballpoint pen. Their exercise books show neatness and planning. Some are particularly proficient in watercolors, which have an international flavor for a race so isolated from the rest of the civilized world. All native work. Receptive minds are a fertile field for education. There's playtime too. Like any school under Australian direction, it has its cricket team. Dusky Bradmans who can make mighty hits, modestly holding their laps as they run. If battles are won on playing fields, then the battle against ignorance and disease is being won in New Guinea in such fine schools as this. A native boy called Tarongdiat says goodbye to his mother in the little village of Retang, a few miles from Rabaul, and sets out on foot through the jungle. Tarongdiat is of a higher educational standard, and so he's been chosen to attend the native medical and hygiene training school at Nonga. He gets a greeting from the superintendent, Mr. Walsh, and after a preliminary interview, he takes his place with 120 classmates who are being trained as medical assistants. First, there are basic lessons in anatomy. Tarongdiat's ancestors used to collect little items like this as souvenirs. But now the headhunters are note hunters, with fountain pens instead of spears. Tarongdiat is a quick learner, and when he's called to the front of the class to identify bone structure, he, like most of the others, is showing early aptitude. His next training is at the Rabaul Native Hospital, where one of his first jobs is to learn how to treat the prevalent tropical ulcer. He sees it done by experts and keeps it in his memory. Torongiat is learning something new every day. Now he's taking temperatures in the hospital ward and recording them. Dr. Savi, a new Australian in charge of the hospital, demonstrates the use of the stethoscope, and Torongiat's keen brain picks it up, together with an elementary understanding of X-ray photography. Greater magic than any witch doctor ever knew. Now the student is entrusted with simple medical tasks, like giving an old native cod liver oil. Like the other boys, Torongiat gets some training in surgery, acting as an assistant in the operating theater. It would be difficult to find a more industrious or attentive class than these natives of the same race that did so much to help Allied forces during the war. Now he's a fully trained medical assistant in a course which takes 2 years. Back in his native village, he's an important man in charge of a native aid post. Children and adults look to him with respect and confidence. He's known as Doctor Boy now. His first treatment is a gala occasion, to be seen by all the village as he gives an intravenous injection. Village life will be healthier and safer now. Ailments will be attended to in their early stages. By training natives in medicine and hygiene, Australia is indeed fulfilling an obligation to the people entrusted to her care.